What's happening, people? It's Texas from A Radical Difference. And today I want to talk to you about a simple way to develop a new pattern in your life. And I thought of food because we all have to eat. And so food comes into play in each of our lives, obviously. And I was thinking of sugar and carbs. It's the same type of thing. They cause you to be heavy, and they are destructive to your organs and your body. But they're tasty and they're attractive. And you know what? The more you eat sugar and carbs, the more you want sugar and carbs. And it's just funny that as you eat that kind of stuff that is good for you, like vegetables and protein and things that are, are healthy for you, are less attractive to you, and they don't taste as good. But I'll tell you what, if you go on a binge, let's say, of eating the right things in the right proportions, it's funny because as time goes by, if you'll discipline yourself to not eat the sugar and not eat the carbs, they become less attractive to you. And when you eat them, they taste so sweet, and they don't have that same appeal that they once had. It's not like, this is so good. It's like, wow, this tastes like, you can taste if you eat if you haven't eaten McDonald's in 10 years and you eat a cheeseburger, like, this is not good food. But we build up a resistance to that because we eat that stuff all the time, and it becomes attractive. The same is true in our lives for sin or for doing the wrong thing. If we're doing what's wrong all the time, what's wrong becomes attractive, and it seems hard, and it doesn't taste as good to do the right thing. But the more right you do, and the more you live according to your plan and your purpose, the more attractive that becomes to you, and the less attractive the negative stuff comes. So the best way to develop a new habit would be to discipline yourself for, let's say, 30 days. They say all it takes to change a habit is 30 days. So spend 30 days doing something different, filling yourself with the appropriate source, which that might be things you're watching, things you're reading, food, whatever it is that you're trying to make the change with. Spend 30 days doing that. And as you do that, ask the Lord to clean your mind and your body of the negative stuff. And then you'll be more attracted to the positive stuff, and it'll be easier. Listen, it doesn't take but a minute to go back to the old way, and the old way of doing things, or the old way of eating, or the old way of thinking, or whatever the case may be. Because all you got to do is step outside of the lines for a little while, and you're sucked right back into that life. So, discipline yourself to stay on the right track. And it may be a little uncomfortable at first, but if you'll do it repetitively for a certain amount of time, it becomes more and more attractive, and the negative becomes less and less attractive. So it takes some work on your part. Things don't just pop up and change. That's just not how systems work. You didn't get heavy overnight, and you're not going to lose the weight overnight. But if you'll do what's required, you will. You will lose the weight. We have requirements. We have things that we have to do to get ourselves to a place where we need to be. But once we're there, it's much easier to walk in it. Once you start reaping the benefits of the right behavior, it's so much more attractive to you than not being how you're supposed to be. So do the right thing this week. Discipline yourself. Later.